Hey guys, what's up? Today is January 18th, 2018, and last video I talked about leaving my job, and then a lot of you guys were concerned about YouTube's new monetization policy, so I wanted to kind of address some of those things, as well as give you guys some advice for your own YouTube channels. First off, is that if you guys aren't aware, YouTube requires that every YouTube channel that is now monetized has 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. We are way above that threshold. We probably hit that threshold every 2 weeks without a question. So don't worry about us, we're perfectly fine. However, as I hopped on my social medias and started watching YouTube and stuff like that yesterday, a lot of people were complaining. A lot of people were complaining about YouTube doesn't care about the small creator anymore. YouTube doesn't care about me. I'm gonna give up because YouTube created these rules and whatever. And if you look in the grand scheme of things, all those requirements, if you were to take it objectively, that is, you are not making $40 in 12 months. And if you are going to stop approaching YouTube because you did not make $40 in 12 months of work, your priorities need to lie elsewhere. You should just give up. There's no reason for you to keep going because what you have is a loser's mentality, and you might as well just stop because there's no reason for you to carry on. No one's gonna care. Just keep going. Somehow YouTube doesn't have any subscribers. No one's gonna care if you quit. So that's the hard truth. I'm gonna go with that. Now, if you're someone that goes, I want to get to that threshold, if you look at that 1,000 subscriber threshold and go, I want to get there, instead of saying I'm gonna quit because they made this threshold, stay tuned because I'm gonna give you guys some advice as to how to get your YouTube channel to that point. Now, first off, I want to say that a lot of people think that if they make videos intrinsically, people will just be naturally drawn to them. A lot of people, to be entirely frank, think that their life is more interesting than it is. A lot of people think, on the auto industry, think that their car is more interesting than they are. They think their content's more original than it is. They think that what they have to say is more interesting than what people think. They think that their opinions are more valid than they actually are. They think a whole bunch of things about themselves. It's a lot of me, and not any of what other people want to see, sort of thing. Because a lot of people think that intrinsically, if they were to walk out to their car and record video with their car just like they see on another channel, that they're going to be successful. A lot of people don't think of how to actually market themselves or create content that has value. So the first thing I'm going to say is that every video, not every video, but most videos we do if I want to get content or get something seen, is that I take the approach of my demographic plus. And what I mean by that is I take videos that specifically target my demographic, but then give it a value add in which to target more people. So for instance, one of our big videos that specifically took this approach was 5 things that are ruining car culture. And I go, I know I have an RX-7 community that are obviously all car guys. How do I approach more car people? So I made a video that was based at car culture instead of RX-7s and rotary cars, if that makes sense. Big instead of small. Demographic, RX-7 people, car enthusiasts, plus, which means more all car enthusiasts, whether or not they're RX-7 people or not. If you think in the idea of approaching the car community outside of your niche to bring more people into your community, that's how it works. Because a lot of people are going to be interested in what you're interested in as long as you're passionate about it. So the demographic plus is my approach to making videos. And I think of literally how can I hit my audience and then how do I add more to bring more people in. That's my first tip. The second tip is that you need to add value to all of your content. And a lot of people, like I said, they think that they are intrinsically more interesting on camera than they are. A lot of people think that what they're doing is more interesting than it is. To be entirely honest, most people don't care about your life. Most people don't care about what you have to think. Most people don't care about your cars. The only thing people care about is honestly having what I would consider to have content in a very digestible package, if that makes sense. So if you look at our videos, for instance, like what's to look for when buying an RX-7, it's a lot of information. It is a whole bunch of information. It's this big box of information. And what I did was I took all this information, packaged it into a nice, neat box, and gave it to the audience. I gave them a very consumable package of information. I could have made that video 50 minutes long and had way more information, but I basically took some of the highlights and threw it together and put it in a very consumable box. There's way more tips for what I could give, and I could make another video on top of that and think more content down the line. But knowing full well ahead of time that people want to see that, I go, my demographic wants to see that. I think that there are car enthusiasts that also like to see that. I'm going to take this big package of this big, humongous box of information, make it small, digestible, and give it to my audience. That's what I thought. So taking big, complex subjects, making them digestible is kind of what our channel is about. If you look at our rotary tutorials or our rotary theory videos, you'll know that full well ahead of time, it's all about making it very easy to consume. And these 2 tips are really easy for anyone to pick up. Anyone can do it. You don't need fancy cameras, you don't need lights, you don't need anything like that to do these 2 tips. It's like I said, you just need to find your demographic and then not only market to your demographic, but go bigger than your demographic. And then you need to make sure that you're adding value, taking information, making it very digestible. Whether it is working on your car, whether it is talking about cars, whether it is, you know, talking about the future of cars, talking about what your favorite car is, giving a car review. It's about making it interesting and digestible, making it something that someone will watch and want to watch. And a lot of people just think that if I just do this, people are going to pay attention. And then the third tip that I'm going to give to you, and this is the last one, and this one isn't necessarily, this is one you probably have to do as your channel grows, is production value. If you look at our channel, we were lucky enough that I already had actual video production experience to the point where it's like I just came out the gate swinging with high production quality. I came out with, I used a Sony a7S, a Sony a7R2, a Sony FS5, an FS700, an FS7. I've used a Red before. I use a Blackmagic camera. I'm using a Canon G7X right now. I'm using all the higher end video equipment because video is what I do. But for the average YouTuber, the first thing I'm going to say to anyone that wants to get into YouTube in production is lights. A lot of people don't think about this. This step is bypassed by a lot of people, and lights mean a lot. Actually, lights are pretty much everything in terms of video production quality, because I get you with the GoPro right now and the shot would still look pretty decent. And what I'm doing right now is I have two LED banks on either side. I have an LED bank over here as my key light, an LED bank over here as my backlight, and then I'm using my computer monitors as a fill. And I shot this video earlier and tried to turn it off so you guys could see my face turn black, but I had a problem there. But my microphone's connected to my monitor. But basically, if you guys think about your videos from more than just perspective of content and start thinking production quality as well, and take all those things and combine them into one package, you're gonna succeed. There's really zero doubt, because when people see higher production quality, when people hear good audio, when people see lit video,
lit, psychedelically lit, hecka lit,
oh, they realize that you're actually taking it seriously, if that makes sense. So just think about all those three things in conjunction. I have way more tips. If you guys want to see more tips, whatever, I might make a second YouTube channel so I can talk to my camera, because I'm tired of making things in my basement because it's stupid, and I agree, and I don't want to keep hearing myself talk on a rotary channel or anything like that. But I want to say thank you guys for tuning in, and remember, if you guys are going to try to get to that 1,000 subscriber, you need to attack your demographic plus more. Demographic plus. Make valuable content, make it easily digestible and understandable, and make it entertaining and fun to watch. And 3, up your production quality. If you up your production quality, people will pay attention. And that's all I got for you guys. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on my Cosmos, so you'll probably see those videos come out sometime next week. And I'm going to be moving as well, so make a video about the move as well, and we'll go from there. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'll see you later.